This is Andre Johnson. You're watching PressPassTV.com.
You know, when I was growing up, I wanted to be one of two things, a professional hockey player or a professional baseball player. Unfortunately, neither of those happened. But I never realized how hard the training was to get there. Well, for this next young man you're about to meet, you're going to see exactly how hard it is just to try and make a minor league baseball team. Hi, I'm Michael Artsis. This is PressPassTV.com. Thanks for joining us. Brandon Cohen is getting ready for a minor league baseball tryout, and Francesca Iacovangelo follows him through his training. Check it out in this segment.
No, Brandon Cohen is not the next Ultimate Fighting champion. He's a baseball player, a 23-year-old outfielder from River Edge, New Jersey. He's always dreamed of playing Major League Baseball, and 4 years ago he had his chance when he was drafted out of high school by the Minnesota Twins.
My senior year, we were playing the team Hackensack, and it just so happened that the scout was driving to another game, saw the lights on, and stopped in, asked the umpires, who was playing, and if there was anyone worth staying to watch. And one of the umpires actually mentioned my name. My swing was, looking good. And a few days later, he contacted my father, invited me to his baseball facility where I, took maybe 10 swings, got me some exposure, and then some of the colleges that weren't really paying attention to me started paying attention. Pretty soon, I decided to go to Seton Hall, but John ended up drafting me over the summer, and I decided not to go maybe until a few weeks before class started. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't the right time, so I didn't want to take the risk.
When his 4 years were up in December, he had his degree, but no major league contract.
I really have no regrets. I've worked my butt off at Seton Hall. In my mind, I've done everything I possibly could. I used to spend nights in the cages till 10 o'clock at night hitting after practice. Every chance I had, I'd be working towards baseball. I'd be in the weight room after games, after practices. Everyone else would go home. I pushed myself to stay after.
Brandon earned himself a tryout with the Rockford, Illinois Riverhawks of the Frontier League, and now his days are filled with intense training.
Working out and stuff gets really tedious, but I was lucky enough to find a nice environment where, I have John who pushes me a lot.
One more, squeeze the bar tight, Cuff. Nice.
Last month, like I said, it was tough. It was trying to get my body moving, high reps, really tiring, cardio work. This is more for strength and explosion. Like in baseball, you're kind of standing still, and then you just need to use your energy in quick bursts. So that's what this exercise is mostly geared towards. John knows what he's doing. I trust him completely. I was training on my own for a long time, and it got to a point where I wasn't getting any stronger, I wasn't getting any bigger, I wasn't getting any faster. And a bunch of guys on my team worked out with him. So I decided to get involved, and I can't imagine training any other way. I'm very self-motivated, but it's always good to have someone who's into it just as much as you are. It just takes off that mental pressure of getting up and doing it every day. If you're going somewhere where someone's going to push you and get the best out of you, it makes it that much easier. I get together with a buddy of mine who I actually played ball with at Seton Hall. He was a pitcher. He played in the White Sox organization for a little while. And he's a pitcher, so he always needs to throw, and I always need to hit. So we kind of work with each other.
We meet up usually 12:30 to about, it's 1:30 now, sometimes we'll be here till 2. And then he goes and lifts, he goes and works out at his own place. I go work out for another, hour, an hour and a half. And you gotta eat right, stay in shape. It's more than just going to the ball field and playing a game. It's every facet of your life.
Good. Thanks, buddy. That's all she wrote.
Hitting the weight room and the batting cages are both pretty standard for a guy trying to make it in Major League Baseball. But when Brandon needed to find a good cardio workout,
he turned to something a little less conventional, Muay Thai. It's a form of fighting developed in Thailand that involves kicking, punching, elbowing, knee, and even a little grappling.
You know, being from North Jersey, you know, New Jersey period, you know, the weather isn't so cooperative all the time. And, you know, running is a big part of staying in shape. And unfortunately, it's tough to get outside and run and do your sprint work and stuff. So I needed to find a different way to train. And, you know, you see on TV, you know, boxers and, you know, mixed martial artists training. And, I mean, those guys are in great shape. So I figured, why not look into something different? These are skipping knees. Tiring, but they also teach you how to knee properly. It's good cardio work. And it's also good to be in a, you know, a tougher state of mind, you know, like these guys, you know, we take some punches, they, you know, they kick me, they punch me, and it's good because I'm getting ready to go into a competition, and I need to be ready, you know, as much as I can, you know, mentally as well as physically. I've been through a frustrating process so far of, you know, not being drafted when I thought I should have been. During the summer, I went to open tryouts with, you know, every guy in America that has a dream of playing baseball. You know, so, you know, I've been knocked down, and this right here, basically, you know, you're getting punched and kicked and you're still moving forward, you know, you're not running away from anything. And, you know, there's a guy standing there and he's a challenge for you, and going to play for this team is going to be a challenge, making the team is going to be a challenge. So basically it's just, you know, mental preparation, and basically it's telling you, you know, you could overcome any obstacle in your way. You know, I really want to show those, you know, guys that never took a chance on me that, you know, maybe they missed out on, you know, some kid that they could have had that would have played his heart out for them. So, you know, that's about it.
With Brandon Cohen, Francesca Iacovangelo for PressPassTV.com.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that segment following Brandon Cohen around. He seems like a really nice guy, and Fran said he would consider a career in mixed martial arts if the baseball thing doesn't pan out for him. All right, thanks for joining us. We really hope you enjoyed that segment, and we hope you'll join us real soon here at PressPassTV.com to see more of our stories. I'm Michael Artsis for everyone at PressPassTV.com saying, so long, be terrific.